as I said, I'm a noob, so I'm trying to learn how to now multi-stream. So here we are. This is the board I started last week, last Sunday specifically. So yeah, here we are. Let me do a couple of things. So this board I already know how it goes because I'm missing this connector, and yeah, so this one I will be able to start it but not to run it with the ASIC because yeah, I cannot attach the fan. And so what we miss here is a few integrated circuits, some chips and stuff. So we can begin. I'm gonna start with the position U1, this one here. Let me grab it on the back. And since this is a build I made last week, yeah, this time I have to use, say, a bit of flux because of the, yeah, I think the one which is from the solder paste is old, and I'm afraid that it will not properly work. And by the way, I don't know how the audio it is. I hope everybody can hear me. If you don't, please give me a shout on the chat, so I will try to fix it right away. Because yeah, seems like you should guys should listen me, should hear me. Sorry. Now, flux time. As most of this part, you have to be careful where to install. I'm sorry, I don't know if, yeah, you will be not able to see, but each component has usually a tiny white dot on the board. The same dot is gonna remark on the components we're gonna install. So be careful to follow that. It's very easy to misplace it, and yeah, of course it's gonna shortcut the parts you're gonna install. And the U1 is done. Now we go with the U2. Just somewhere in this bag. Position U2 is here. again, here we have the white dot remarking the correct position. If I can pull it out with this pen. Yeah, I got this pen from AliExpress and yeah, it's working as the money I paid. And also please let me know if the music in the background is too high volume or not. Yeah, looks is push too much. It is what it is. So in this case the dot is on the top right, sorry, top left. So we follow on the chip as well. I really hope one day to have a proper microscope connected to the camera, so I will be able to show you how the solder attached to the component. Because yeah, right now you cannot really see. YouTube as well is done. Now we go with the U5. Oh, thank you very much, Yaski, for the feedback. Yeah, U5 and U6, these two parts. My first board, I thought that basically the components were the same. It was just basically two number in the part number, which was different, and I switched them. So I used the U5 in, of course, U5 and U6, and yeah, suddenly the board didn't work well. I wonder why. Again, a bit of flux. And guys, if you can repost the live stream, would be very, very nice. So more people can join. what I really like when I'm soldering is to see how some components really like lay down on the solder paste once it melted. Might sound stupid, but yeah. It's a fascinating to me. Then we go with the UC. Funny thing is I'm making a lot of plastic, so I have to make my own recycling bin, because yeah, it's plastic on plastic on plastic. I have a piece of paper to clean the tweezers. There we are. And we're gonna install the fan controller position inside, which, yeah, well, today in this case would be not possible to run any fan because I have no connector, and I really hope it's gonna come by the end of this month. Otherwise, I found a replacement website, which doesn't cost me 20 euro shipping. Otherwise, Mauser is about, yeah, 20 euro shipping for 3 euro of parts, which is insane. And DigiKey, yeah, is back order. Looks again. And if anyone has a question, just write it down in the chat. And I will try to answer. And this one doesn't go really straight. Sorry guys, you're seeing my bald head, but I have to check. Yeah, it's fine. This is a lot of flux in excess. A new package of U9. Sorry, U8. This, if I'm not mistaken, is a voltage regulator which is receiving 5 volts and releasing 3.3 volts. Yeah, I'm still learning this kind of parts, so I prefer to call them as the position itself. It's easier for me. Here I saw that I miss. Here we miss here and here solder paste. Let's see if I can make it. Hey, hey Molo. Ah, good question. What is ASIC? Integrated circuit, specifically built for work the SHA 256 script. Script is the wrong word, I know. I got this new solder paste, which is extremely liquid and is building pressure inside the syringe like crazy. Yes, and correct, I'm using a heat gun. I'm looking for a thing, which who knows where I put it now. Okay. Hell yes, Molon, hell yes. So, extra flux. Yeah, just to avoid that the solder paste will not properly attach to the pins of this particular chip. I learned it in the hardest way. Cold solder, especially for a person in the beginning like me. they're not very easy to spot them. Here again we have the white dot here, so top left, and we're gonna follow with the chip. No. But I found out, Molon, that basically the solder paste I'm using is already composed with flux inside. And if I use an extra flux, I'm basically making not a mess worse. But yeah, when I'm reworking the boards, yeah, the flux is my best friend. Also, this particular chip, I shortcut it I don't know how many times because I didn't see the bridges between the pins. So, but now I'm good. Yeah, well, today is a steady hand, tomorrow might not be, but I also almost stopped to drink coffee. Yeah, it's mostly related to work and some health issues I'm having, so I really had to cut it. I like still to drink my coffee with maybe a small shot of grappa inside. But yeah, before I was drinking like a pint or two from when I would wake up to go to work and until I'm back at home. Now, luckily, it's not. Plus, not smoking the joints, I realized that my hands is steady. That really helped me a lot. So now we go with U9. Position U9, which is the TPS. If not mistaken, is a bucket regulator, which how to say, bring the voltage to a specific amount for the ASIC. If not mistaken, is 1.2, 1.1, 1.2. And this one is, as far as I understood, if there is something wrong, like for instance, the ASIC get overheat, the TPS intervene and stop to give power to the ASIC, so we can save the ASIC itself instead to burn it or something. If we shortcut it, well, we shortcut it. I did it on my first build, so lesson learned. And flux again. Yeah, you see, now you have this tiny kind of spaghetti made out of flux, which I really don't want to have it, because as Molon said, then it's becoming a swimming pool. Again, we have the white dot showing us the correct position of the chip. In this case, it's gonna be top right. by the way, thanks Molon to show up. Really appreciate it. As I said, I really like to see some of these chips perfectly sitting when they get hit. I think it's very nerdy thing, but it's I freaking love it. A sip of water. Now we go with the U10. U10 is actually one of the parts that if you guys buy the DIY kit from Decentral, is one of the parts you will have to install. I think, if I'm not mistaken, when I bought mine was U10, U7. Yeah, it was like 3-4 parts. U10, U7, the plug connector, and I think a C28, which is C28 is this condensator here, and the ASIC. And of course, the time I shortcutted the ASIC. Let's say I overestimated myself. I almost lost it. Luckily, it fell on my legs. Here, the white dot, the U10, is gonna be between the condensator of C44 and C49, so bottom right. Go again with a bit of flux. And another thing, at least for me, I always try to have the clean tweezers because components are really sticked into it. Thank you, Andre. I appreciate it. Sorry guys, you have to look at my bald head, but I'm also kind of blind, so I really need to look what I'm doing. In all of these, the worst part for me to install is the USB. USB connector, I really hate it. I miss the proper solder point on the iron. I have a really big one. I still didn't order it. I know I can do it, it's just annoying. And with the heat gunner, I basically burned, I don't know how many. And yeah, it's for me the worst part. I rather install 10 times the ASIC on the board than install 10 different USB connectors. Yeah, well, we are aging, Molon, willing or not. So yeah, luckily for me it's on the back of my head, so I don't really see it. But when I'm rewatching the video, I'm like, oh Jesus. But yeah, well, it is what it is. Okay, no bridges, so far so good. Put back the butane. Now we are going to install U11, which is here. And then we go for position Q1, 2, and 4, and L1. L1 was one of the cause of my first boards, which had the cold solder. Yeah, as I said, as a noob as I was, I didn't saw it, which I was like, okay, what the heck I did wrong? Why it doesn't work? Blah blah blah. And in the end, it was simply cold solder. I think I posted the video. I'm sure I posted a video on YouTube and Rumble, where you can see a cold solder actually here than on C13 instead of here, but that was another board. Okay, again on my lap. This is why I'm always ordering several components extra. More they're smaller, more it's easy for me, for more and less everyone to lose it, and especially if we do everything by hand. U11. And if anyone, guys, would repost the live, I'd be very, very happy. So more people can see it, more people can join. Here is a tiny piece of food for my cat. Yeah. How it sits nicely when you hit the solder paste. It's I don't know how to describe it. I freaking love it. Position U11, sorry, U12 is gonna be the ESP which we are gonna install after. Now I need to look for the bags. Here. Now we go with a Q4. Thank you, Molon. I appreciate it. Well, if you tell me that you blow your PCB after 10 minutes, I mean, I don't feel alone. I'm sorry for your PCB. But it has, how to say, making mistakes we learn. If we don't make mistakes, yeah, well, or we're genius. But even then, I think geniuses makes mistakes. I need to find where, here it is. Q4 is here. For instance, this is a funny one. And Molon was he almost saw it live. A few nights ago, somewhere I think last weekend. I prepared a board, it didn't work. I started to check everything, couldn't find the solution, which probably was the Q4 badly soldered, but it's so tiny that I couldn't really catch it, the cold solder. Then I had the brilliant idea to start to wiggle that part with my finger. That board is now framed as a, let's say, memento mori, as a remembering for me to not wiggle anything with a finger, because I literally ripped off the copper line which brings the voltage to the chip itself. I literally ripped it off. So guys, if you're not sure, just unsolder it and resolder it back. Even if it would be for 10 different times, just do it. Because yeah, I literally ruin a PCB for that. Come on. Some troop have to go down in the name of the new science. Yeah, correct. Don't work from the elbow. Good point. Definitely, I after a while, and especially when I do the resistors, capacitors, I do capacitors. I always try to get a bit of rest for the backing, especially because my back is fucked. If I do both resistor capacitor in one shot, then I really like. I stop for at least 10 minutes or so, 10-15 minutes kind of, because it's all my body is yeah, simply screwed. I start to have pain in very weird places. Yeah, I would like to work deeper in my desk as well. Turn the board and turn your hands. Yeah, I usually do, except when I do the live just because of the easy to show to the people. But if I'm doing by myself, for instance, in the capacitor here, and where are this area here on the bottom, I always have to turn the board. Is extremely annoying otherwise to do all these movements. Yeah, and then you, as you said, is yeah, it can be very painful in a case. Let's see if this time the Q4 will not give me headaches. But also the solder looks better than the one I fucked last time. No, I don't work for the live. But I'm trying to, show as better as I can. Barbecue check. You bloody. I start to envy you. In this moment, I might envy you. Now Q4 is installed, so we go for Q1 and 2, or better, because I know that I'm gonna struggle later. I'm gonna install L1. L1 is this position here. And yes, at this point I have to switch the position of the board, because this one is extremely tricky. Put flux again. I have to take out my glasses, otherwise I see jack shit. Too much? Usually when I install this part, I have to really wait a moment. Because, yeah, I'm hitting quite a lot, and every time I'm moving it, I'm afraid to, move wrongly the part and find out in the end that I did something. And in the meantime, I'm preparing the next one. So now we're gonna install Q1 and Q2. Now I should be able to put it back. For instance, L1, C13. This is parts that I really want to check extremely careful, because here is going the voltage to the ASIC. So from the TPS, all this area here to the L1 C13 here, and we will check the voltage from this pulse, let's say, is an area for me to be extremely careful. Yeah, as Molon said, Annie, I personally order it from what was the name? Wait, give me a second. JLCPCB.com. I found also the customer service with them is very nice. Yeah, I had a small issue. Part of the of a shipment was here, part of it was basically shipped back due to something, I don't know. So I found myself pretty okay with them, and I ordered from them about 10 boards right now. These two, I think I have one left. Yes, I have a one board left to finish the batch of 10, except the one I cooked, I damaged. And yeah, thanks Molon to share the GitHub from the Bitaxe. Now as soon as this batch of Supra will be finished, I will start to order the material for the Gamma version. And we will see. course, they had to move. These two parts, they have also the point to mark the correct orientation. Q1 has top right, Q2 is on bottom left. So beware always to follow those. As well, soon I need to make my own fume extractor because, yeah, well, you know how it goes. Ah, stop. The back is done. Now let me clear out a bit of this stuff. I have bags on bags of components. And now we are gonna install basically whatever is on this board. We're gonna install it on this one. But before, what I want to do is a quality check. Especially on the small components like all the resistors and capacitors. I never know if they're properly soldered. They're not. Looking at it, seems pretty fine. So, front side. I'm gonna start right away with the USB because it seriously is something it triggered my temperament. And to do so, I have a tiny stencil. Basically to apply solder paste to the USB and to the DC connector. Which the DC connector is, yeah, it's very easy to install and to solder. I want to focus more on the USB than connector right now. Where is? See if it's enough. I'm gonna use this to apply. It's not really nice, but this is pretty liquid, solder paste. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean it up because I really don't like it. I'm gonna do it again. It's better than before. Still, I know I'm gonna struggle anyway with this USB. Yeah, thank you, Molon. That's why I'm saying this is the worst part for me to install on the board. Because usually I use a mix between heat gun, iron, and also you have to change the temperature setting because I don't know how many times I melt them. So we will see now. And I use around the 220 degrees and we will see. Because I rather have bridges than melt another USB port. Now, I think I got one bridge for sure. I'm gonna try to remove it. Which is not easy. Sorry guys, but I need to. Let's see. I have to clean it a moment because it's a jack shit. As I said, this is the worst part to install for me. And now, of course, think I will have to take it out and reinstall it again, because with the iron I cannot remove it. No, but it's seriously, if I have to choose something to install on the board, the USB would be the last one, because it's not annoys me, it's even worse. But for some reason I removed the damn bridge. So the bridge is gone. The people pray for me, yay. And what I'm gonna do is secure the USB, basically around the U8 you have 1, 2, 3, 4 holes where is sitting the USB, and this is also its ground. And to do so, I'm gonna grab this one. I'm doing it by hand. So now the USB is finally done. I guess. Now what I'm gonna install is finally the ESP. cancel out. To avoid bridges this time, because basically I have no space in between. Almost. Let's see. The ground of the ESP are basically on the bottom, so you don't see when, if, and how they're soldered. So I just, yeah, hit it. And usually with the ESP, I always do it again, because yeah, sometimes I'm not really convinced that each of these pads are properly soldered. I just grab again the iron and I simply go with the iron. I mean, this side is fine. Actually, if I can say, is one of the few times that the solder is nice and doesn't look missing. So now we can install the DC plug, which I have somewhere. This one I also do with the iron. Simply easier. Need to lock in position the board. And with the iron I just simply hit the zone pad. So we are good. Now we have C28, basically the last condenser capacitor, sorry. Sometimes I mix the Italian words. The last capacitor, I always use it as, I leave it as last. This I need the solder paste. As well, I'm gonna already put the solder paste for the switches. Again, I'm gonna use the iron just to be sure to not melt the plastic around this capacitor. Okay. This is in position. Now, the switches. Oh, thank you very much, guys. I see now 485 people connected to watch the live. Really appreciate everyone. If anyone would repost it, I would very, very happy. We go for the switches. So here it's very easy to burn the plastic around. Yeah, I slightly kiss it one of them, but yeah. I need to order the smaller point. Sorry, point, tip. Okay, now we go with the last part. Which is the connector for the display. I have to bend the pin because now the pin are horizontal and I need them vertical. And again, iron, and I do it manually, not with the heat gun. So basically the border is complete except for the fan connector, which I don't have, which I hope is gonna come by the end of this month. So what I'm gonna do is, first of all, I'm gonna plug it in and see if the computer, first of all, sees it. Actually, there is something wrong with the connector. Because basically, if I plug it in, if I plug the plug in, for whatever reason is bouncing, so I think I have to remove it and see what the fuck is going wrong. The first time I have this issue. Let's see. As you see, is never No, this connector for whatever reason is moving too much, so I'm gonna replace it with a new one. It's the first time that is happening, so I have really no clue. I'm gonna try for a new one. New one is fine. No, cigars hardly I smoke them at home. Just because I'm living at the 7th floor, and Netherlands is windy as hell. So, I mean, the cheapest cigar I have is like $10. I'm not gonna waste it, let's say. No, about the connector, I think I create a bit of pressure in some point, and the plug now is basically bouncing. Is bouncing. Is not properly sit inside. Or is a loose spring, or I damage it in somehow. It doesn't look damaged really, but we'll see. Now I just put a new one. It never happened before. Yes, you're right, Flux. Thank you, Molo. Hopla. No, this one is it's fine. So I don't know. After I will do some faff around to that connector, and I will find it out. Let's say. So let's see first of all if it's gonna be read by my computer. Let's see if it's gonna start to ding dong like crazy. Or what? It's not even ding dong, so something with USB. I would say. Nope. One thing that looks weird on my bench PSU, I have basically 0 volt, 0 watt. So this is just the DC connector. No. DC connector is sending power. Arrivato mi telefono. Now, thanks to Molono, I got this tiny gadget. Thermal camera. which basically looks like the board is basically dead. Slightly warm, but I will share the picture later on. Basically I have get a plastic tool, let's see. Plastic tool to have it. Basically I have nothing in plastic. Let's give it again power. The thing, Molon, is that not even the plug is warm. And with the thermal camera, the only point I have is between Where we are there? U11. Yeah, I'm gonna check now all the voltages. Because I think... Oh, where is it? I have 5 on the TP20. Yeah, 5 volt. Nothing on the ground, of course. 5 volt on U8 and the out is 2.7. Hmm. 2.7 here. Run pinpoint. Which is supposed to be 3.3. 3.3 to USB. I need to open 1 second the schematic. That point I don't remember. Fuck is it? Yeah, no shit. EP23 supposed to be 3.3. I have 3.3. The 19 I have the 3.3. And I wouldn't be surprised, because already once I had a similar issue, but I don't have even all the VVD is dead. The TSP is receiving 5. No, I'm pretty sure 2.7 was the pin. Wait, I don't remember the pin number. 2.7 is the SCL pin from U8, and yeah, maybe give power. No, the voltages are correct. 2.7 is the SCL from U8. If I have to bet a beer, is the USB, which now I'm gonna remove it. Because it's not the first time that I have an issue because of that. And I'm counting already this USB as loss, as a lost part. And I think what's bridged USB. Ah. I'm gonna put it aside. Let's see. Now the ESP anyway has 3.3, so it's not bullshit. I know it's open. No, I didn't check yet the U11, which is also what was the pin now? U11 pin 8. Ah. I'm watching it on the wrong side. U11 is fine. U10, sorry. U11 is 5. 3.3. The only difference in this board compared to many others is that I have not installed at all the fan. That's the as well. I have no idea at this point if the ESP is properly grounded. But otherwise I wouldn't have a 3.3 in at all testing point. That's the thing. I'm curious to do one thing. Huh. Now I have a Molon. I'm gonna use your trick if you're still there. The USB was breached. So, and is ding-donging like idiot. So I have to use the bootloader. For anyone, I find my issue. So first of all, the USB, even if I thought it was not breached anymore, it was. I replaced it. Yeah, now this one is a bit melt, but is in position, is not breached, and my computer it sees it. As soon as I plugged in, it started to ding dong, ding dong, ding dong. So what I'm gonna do is start with the bootloader. As Molon tapped me yesterday, I'm gonna hold the boot switch, give a power, and then release it. And then it should connect it. It should. It is. Connecting is connected. Okay, I'm gonna show you if I'm gonna enlarge this window. I'm using this one specifically because of I want to install the first firmware release, the 2.1.0. I do that because I will show you later. Documents, Bitaxe, firmware. Always remember the address, it has to be 0x0. Once I did a mistake, I fucked up big time. I did probably, I don't know, put an extra 0 something, I'm not sure. Fact is that I couldn't start the miner. Struggle here, struggle there. The part wasn't recognized by the ESP. Fact was that I wrongly flashed it. Anyway, 872 people apparently looking at this live. 891, 94. Wow. Freaking nice. Thank you very much, guys. Once it's show up leaving, then I can press the reset button. Now with my telephone, I should find a Bitaxe. Yes, sir. Now I'm gonna connect it through my telephone, and I will explain why I did the flashing of the first firmware. Give me a second, guys. And if you really like the what I'm doing, please repost it. It's gonna help me and all of you guys to more people can learn from my mistakes. As well, the let's call it trick of installing the first firmware. I have to say thanks to Discord user from Osmo community. because as much as we are not installing the ASIC, we are able to see if the components which we install until now, they're fine. So now let me power off, because I want to have the monitor, the display installed as well, because I forgot before. There we go. I believe this is the IP. Yes, it is. So if let me turn it back. If U8 would be wrongly installed, then power or input voltage would show something weird. For instance, 0. If a U7, the fan controller, would be installed wrongly, here we would have something wrong. For instance, now let me grab the multimeter. If there is something wrong for the ASIC, this side should be wrong, or should be on 0, which technically there is something, sorry, my bad. If there is some components wrongly installed, the ASIC voltage measured supposed to be 1.15. I have a 0.1 volt, and if I'm pinpointing here, I have actually that amount. Is actually my multimeter is is like a 0.07. So there is definitely something wrongly installed, which I'm gonna find out in the coming days. Because sadly, is basically my time to almost to go to it, but not yet. So if anyone has any question, whatever, I'm still here online, so I can answer. Otherwise, I will try to later after the dinner to launch a space so everybody can jump in and ask me question. But right now I'm not gonna start to investigate anything. Yeah, because I don't want to start something and I'm not gonna be able to finish it. So I'm happy to answer to any question you have, guys. And also, by the way, we're not installing the fan. I found out that something is buzzing. I cannot understand. I think it's the condensator 28, capacitor 28. Sorry. I believe it's that one, which is in the end quite annoying. And for instance, to have this one at 0, I would go basically to check from the TPS and hold this area. I don't know if I can share the schematic. I'm gonna power it off because this buzzing is drilling my nerves. Let's see if I can add an extra. So this is a this is basically the schematic of the power. Voltage in, voltage out, and basically here we follow all the voltage which will go to the ASIC. This is what I need to have at the pin 5 in the TPS. Pin 5 is basically, you will never see in the camera, but is on top here. Wait a second, I need to move it, otherwise you will not see it. Let me reduce this one. TP5, the pin 5 is here. Here it has to be 0.6. And I know I don't have it. I know I don't have it for because I checked it before. The reason, yeah, well, actually I have one, so it might be the issue of the TPS, maybe wrongly soldered. Even if it doesn't look like, but it doesn't mean shit. So this is what you might face it once you start to build it by yourself. Like you will go through all these schematics. Like me, I have no prior knowledge about. Now I'm learning how to. So investigate the issue. There is the most let's call it funny in a somehow the investigation. But as you saw, before I couldn't even connect the Bitaxe to the computer. In the end, was something here, a tiny bridge, which fucked it up. Yeah. As I said, not always can be that I'm able to make the board running at the first. Sometimes yes. It really happens a few times, but also you have to consider that this is my this was the 8th board assembled. This is the 9th, so I'm still learning as such. Sorry guys, I was my eyes are burning a bit. So yeah, if you have any question, just DM me, post anything, tag me, whatever. Later on I will try to make a space. Not 100% sure, but I will make a post if I'm able to. Please, feel free to give me a shout, and let's keep building. Now my time of go to eat is arrived. I will definitely keep in touch with many of you as possible, and I'll see you later, guys. Thank you very much for being here. I'm still shocked and surprised in the most goodest way that would be 900 people watching it. And sure thing, next Sunday I will be here again. At this point, I'm gonna leave this board as it is. So next Sunday, together we will try to find out what I did wrong, and nothing. Have a nice morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are based on, and let's talk later. Have a good one, guys. Bye bye.